Okay, here is part two. Um, for references, my husband is now in therapy and he's doing really, really well in it. However, it's heavy. Like it's a lot. Um, Both his therapist and my therapist realized that my husband remembers stuff back from when he was like 2 years old, and it's really, really rare. Um, so when my husband and I first dated, I wasn't around. Like we dated, but it was very short. It was short. It was heavy, but it was short. But what I quickly picked up on was the fact that there was some rivalry between him and his brother, which is only 11 months older than him. However, they have separate dads. That's gonna play a big part in it. They have separate dads, so I noticed early on that there was like a disconnect. And I have a twin sister, so I picked up on stuff that I didn't necessarily think was right, but he thought it was normal, right? And so there was like the beginning of me realizing like something is kind of off with this. But as the years went on, it became quite apparent that there was favoritism between him and his siblings. There was favoritism between his brother kids and our kids. Now we have the two oldest grandkids, and everything was fine when we had the first one. We didn't see a lot of disconnect until we had our second one, our daughter. That's when stuff really started to hit the fan. But even then, because we were so, when we went to marriage counseling, it was like, oh, your husband take care of his family, you take care of your family. And so we were really wrapped up into that, because so that when I felt a way about things, like I really didn't, I said stuff to him, but it was very hard for him to relay what I said to them or to set those boundaries or whatever. And of course, they got old quick. So there was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of times where, you know, I didn't talk to them. I didn't go around them. My kids weren't allowed around them. And it was just, I don't know. I don't quite understand it. But I want to say after we had our second child, every time we would go home, and a conversation would come about, his mom would always say, oh, I didn't get to do this. I didn't get to go to college, and I didn't get to experience this, and because I had you. And that was so ass backwards to me. Like, I was like, so one day I asked her, I was like, can you please stop saying that to him? Like, please stop saying that to him. Please stop saying that around our kids, because he is not the reason you didn't go to college. Like, you had him. He didn't have you. He didn't ask to be here or whatever. Then there was an issue that came up where money was involved. And, because my husband was in the military, they think military members are rich. I don't know where they get that from. However, my husband did receive like a hefty bonus. He's received, just because of his career field, he received a hefty bonus, and like he bought me a brand new car. We had just had another child, so he brought me a brand new car. And a few months after that happened, only for it to come out and she say, oh, there was a lawsuit in our hometown, and everybody in his mom's household got put in the lawsuit but him. So he was like, why didn't y'all put me in the lawsuit? Like, that don't make sense that everybody in here got money but me. And I'm like, I lived with y'all. And she was like, well, when you got your bonus money, you didn't give me none. Girl, we got a whole damn family. Like, what? And so now my antennas are really going up, because I'm like, so it was things like that that was like, let me step away from this. I don't want my kids around this. Like, I don't ever want my kids to think that they are better than or less than their siblings. I just don't want them to ever think that. I don't want my kids to ever experience any more favoritism than they had, because they have, at the hands of them, experienced favoritism. They had. That is common in their family. That did not fly in my family. My mama did not play that. So when I picked up on it, I was like, I don't think that that's I don't think that that's helped. I don't think that that was right. But again, he was normal. But the biggest thing, and I think the saddest thing that I've had to watch him go through is not having the voice. Like, his mom literally, I feel like, took his voice away from him when he was a child. And he's been holding on for so long to get that back. And I think that's why it's taking so long to get through this healing process. The extensive therapy is a new thing over the past month and a half. And like I said, it's heavy. It's really heavy. And, but I'm so proud of him that he's at the point where he can finally heal, because he deserves it. And we deserve it. Like, we deserve it. I feel like he will live life so much more freely and so much more to the fullest once he is able to heal this part of him. Because they not changing who they are. They don't see no wrong. They don't see no wrong in what they do. Like I said, he just had a birthday last week. Nobody called him. Nobody texted him. Nobody. But then you can see on social media where they're all hanging out. Like, nobody called or nobody texted him. And as a mother, I can't imagine. I cannot imagine having a child on this earth, walking around this earth, living and breathing on this earth, and not have communication with my child. If I gotta do what I gotta do to make sure that me and my child speak, I cannot. So that's like a different type of manipulation. Like, this is just, it's bad. But my hope and my prayer for him is that he is able to become whole and, not need that validation from them. That's why I'm really careful. We're really careful as to what we say to our kids, because you just never know. You just never know. I couldn't have looked at this man in 1998 and seen what I know now. There is no way possible. And the craziest part is, his sister and his brother, they can say whatever they want to. They could do whatever they want to. It was just him. But his sister and his brother also have the same father, and he doesn't. So that's another reality that he has to face. There's so many new realities that he has to face, because now he's in a healing process, and it's a lot of stuff coming up that he suppressed over the past 40-something years, and it's all coming up because now he wants to heal. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's my man, and I'm gonna stick beside him by any means necessary. So they already know. Don't play over here, cause them days that I let y'all play with him, them days they long gone. And I would tell anybody, no more. And yeah, they won't. There is no way you gonna talk to him by yourself. No, it's not that type of party, Miss Ma'am. Go on and talk to that other daughter-in-law, because we ain't playing this shit over here.